Chitab kalenjin tesetai tetutetap KASS mashinani ago eng student betu tabrani gemite actor hot inendet ko Sialo Kiplagat Kimiring ago kingalale ago bandap tai nebo emet kandoinatet barnotik koboto kora missing county notok nebo Baringo ibwatile ine kwagenge bik chotok kokobar maget nebo kobeltike ngecheretab governor eng county nebo Baringo ago notok tebutik alak tugul chotindoi inendet eng betu tabrani eng studio ko itagat gemuch ketebe inendet ketesetai so amagibe break ko kaga tebeni nale kagemwa ile there is a lot chemagat chimuch kai as a county but now tegemeane kole un kandoindet neune tos kandoindet netinda ngomnatet ako ready go exploit in other ways koker kole kabit pandap in a county. Now speaking of Baringo County, because ibunu Baringo County ki participate in projects chejin chebo emetab Kenya chekigegergele it's workable akikobit pandap tai. Now people ask like amune sime yegu part and parcel of stakeholders and stakeholders chigoita ideas to the leadership nebo Baringo sigegergele akiutilize those ideas agaimuch ko kwa tai county nebo Baringo.
Okay. Kongoi missing. Atinye my uncle nekikuren Bishop Koskei. Ko cham komwoe kole cham komwoe nwelin nyo kale nyin tugul kole ripkei tun komaindo chito nenyokor anan ko chito neberber. Ko mara nyingi kandoik chekikwei konyokoren anan ko berber. Amele ngasas chiga mwoe kityo kounoe for purposes of putting it into context. So ngekwei kandoik alak ko amu capacity nengwang komito let's say 30% 40 ko iwe chito nemi 60 anan ko 50 anan ko iwe nemi bokol kole ngot keyai kasi ak chichieni ko shaineni kosiron. So getyekchini biik chechang en emoni chengomen ingweny kele simalangu anan simathreaten bichu alak kandoik chekakonam ngecheret. Number 2 ko amu biik chechang the voters ko emoni ko kikochanga kito nekikuren tokenism. Kikochini biik chepkondok sikobir kura. Ko bete kirwoge nebo iman. Ko yebet kirwoge nebo iman ko ingen ile ngolenyi ko kimakealda kandoinat. Akot ngiwe bororioshekab Nandi chebo Keyo chebo Nimba Samora ndako Lembusa nako Pokot kumakialda kandoinat kikimwaon akot kole makialda ngeliep ama makialda mugulel because ngeliepta ko nekimwoin man ako nemwau wele mugulelda ngunga kakilingun kenoen ngalekuk aya ko mugulelda ko netinye ujasiri ak netinye ngomnotet because the soul is a seat of intellect, it's a seat of affectivity and the seat of the will. Kenoen muguleldab chito and you know them also by their fruits. Kongitoen wele katepto banda nebo kimugul met nguno ko amu magi-involve the expert, the people who are trained to do their specific job. Chutu chito ngechere akole angen. Konai kiy tugul chito ko bete hesabu amu maisikchini inai kiy tugul. It's not possible. Masikchini inai kiy tugul. So inyoru kandoindet ngetebe angen and that's really the bigger problem because now most governors koyae tuguk kityo for as far as they know because kandoinatengu goes as far as you know. Ako kamwona ale ako ndakinet in maths in school of physics or medicine or law. Ako mayatat agilingung ana kumuguleldangung en kandoinate or have a vision. Ko you're just a worker. Okay. You're just a worker and you're supposed to work. You're a technocrat, you're supposed to be in the office. It's very different to be a manager and to be a leader. Kandoinde sees where we want to go. Tinye a vision. Ko a worker or a manager serves the leadership vision. Kogergole, the details of this pronunciation of leadership or the journey we have started. How do we organize ourselves? So the leader looks at the bigger picture, the manager looks at the details. You're an accountant, look at the details of accounts. You're a doctor, look at the details of medicine. You're a lawyer, look at the details of the law. Lagini, co-leadership is supposed to encompass everything and look at the bigger picture. That's why Gangalan and missing all. Agondi kwegando inde, agolenji natinye PhD. Na natinye no papers. Ito ay ni korok metit ak mugulelda. First of all, it's the capacity to have a vision for the future. Because vision nebo kando inde kusute purpose chipa big chachang. Because masapto speak kuma fulfilling, because it is purpose that fulfills humanity. It is not your career, it's not your job, it's your purpose, it's your talent, it's your gift. Neginde cheo mula damu, neginde cheo aritingu. Kuma mangu gioro no kuma ginyoru good leadership that creates an environment ne muchi ko naichita gole I'm a musician and I can succeed through music. That I am atinye muswag na te neuni aga succeed ni kouni. So kogagi reducing big to slaves by giving them money siko birungura. But you are not thinking about their future. It's just transaction. Kego chi elibu tamane. Ako birgura agiwe chigenye iwi probishakap county iwi techen apartments in Eldoret in Naguru Yargori in Nairobi Silionji, and you can only sleep in one bed at a time. You can only drive one car. It's just that you can only use it for that time. So the best thing for a leader is to empower the many.
Yeah.
Because arai chita picture watch give me 40s. Ngot ko changi ni shek chepa strength kwa another 40 80 kumagage bechege. So what is 40?
Yeah.
7. Agongot keep tuguja tuguli sutyan. Kwani matungwa matalaugu.
That's so true. Sasa ngengalale ngalenga youths ngimwa ile kitechini ngonjwi chota tindangom natet. Poking ngele size emene gimite go tiege missing youths because tindangom nateti ago icheke chige tiege ngoleo. So what is your call en youths agora en leaders kegele kagin incorporating the youths in terms of ngalega leadership, in terms of ngalega empowerment agora ngalega paisioni.
Correct, yes. Korogo mamwa about amugage ngalane ngalega youth. Politics and development. Kugama chako mende ngorok the president by money amuka kasuka kwa uteni go missing for quite some time.
Yes.
Ago ba the youth. Ko igere ile kimentare nine kinam gijana ek chechang ago mentaren. Even if it's not me and ago gijana ek chechang kumi gijana ek chigere le gigi toret. Chigi mago ge lagi ndagi mana William. Kuma mi gine negu. Ago gigi nam gijana ek go buatai. Ago igere ile alago ya gasi shegomye. Kontagi maganam toma michine ya gasi shechai. So it is very commendable game watching kando igalak, the governors, the senators, the MPs. Commentaren young people because the success ne bagando inate gumele ninye itart kenyishek tiptem. It is how many people cheki itoret ko igando ko winye. How many people cheki go to arouse their capacity to have a vision or to attain their purpose so that they can be fulfilled in life. So kugamache amwa that leaders is only a leader because you build other leaders, not followers.
Yes.
Chito neteche followers ko is a master, is a king, and is a domineering character. Kuchito na nimeling machege kwe because you're just creating followers. The idea is you have to create leaders. Leaders in their space, in their industry, in their sector. There are people who are leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, melengi siasa misi. Picture you Albert Einstein, melengi siasa. Picture you Martin Luther King. He was a leader but not in politics.
Yes.
They are leaders in theology, they are leaders in science, they are leaders in medicine, they are leaders in law. Agogo yaga itoy ina ile kayatinin a position of leadership in that sector, and then you shine so that you can be a light to the rest. So, kama chekitogemwa about the youth thing, I think we just need to be very clear. Kele kima chegewal the conversation. And I think the president is doing it very well. While the conversation in the political space about the youth, from tokenism, sloganeering, kenet the youth. The first thing is to move from politics of noise to politics of ownership. Yani, they have to own first themselves. Let them own themselves, own their household, their families, own their communities, own their party, and then plus the policies, politics about that party, which is ideology and things like that. So we have to move the youth, and this must be done intentionally. Agogomwa William Mamut Kemite, the aspirants meeting, UDA, very clear that thing, and that's what really excites me, that we need to have these youth moved intentionally by these politicians. Kongot koi politician, iwi some MCA, iwi some MP or governor or presidency, you have to be very clear that you're moving this youth komangune polatetab polatetab kelele.
Yeah.
Ago polatetab ownership. What do you own in this country? Do you own the ideas of the party? Do you own the ideas of your community? Do you own your skill, for example? What are you doing with it? What does your spirit do? So those are the questions that moves us from politics of noise to politics of ownership. Agogo mong now very clearly amuteng tuye kele everybody go free go to this party because the party is free, it's fair. Agema chegeba to the grassroots. Sige sikchige building capacity. So go guyo pi go le band up tie. It has to be intentional. So that is one. So that we avoid doing politics of handout, politics of slogans, politics of tokenism, politics of hate, again, politics of purpose, of vision. Number two, watching the youth clearly. You see, the setup type, hand up tie, or development is equals to muswok, which is your skill. You must have a skill. Agoma kichamendai kwa sagot kumwe deputy president gole kichamgo changen pikchegimita universities doing humanities and the rest about 700,000 ko Kimiring jabo TVETs who are looking for skills or training themselves to have a skill when you're muswog not that specific gele plumbing ko yang alaga pipe shek chibabe chigi pipe negori anango cheyoy masonry chete texen simiti agoik anango cheyoy chef cooking or hospitality anango che mechanics artisans chesagoni juakali kegomba gagichigok ko Kimiring oche it's about 200 kole by now ko chige 1 million. So that is commendable. The youth must understand to be able to develop themselves and their families and their communities and their country. Development is equals to skill plus the market plus discipline. Yani muswak na ted na itinye specific. I muchi go ya uneguk ne. Amumu agot pugi na tililo God will bless the work of your hand. Melengigala will bless the papers you have gotten from university. Melengigala will bless because you are born by a rich man or a rich woman. Melengigala will bless you because you have this leader, but because you do something. Arangot koyai William go reducing tukuchu tukul kage ngalan in inflation kiko nyengony. The cost of the power of the Kenya shillings equals strong. The cost of dollar strong. Aya aktuku galak chichang. Interest rate has come down from 13% going 9%. Kimujiga access and credit. So ngot ko ya tukuchu tukul agitebi nyeng gitale ananitebi yeng turgana amege. So what will change? Nothing will change. Ago imande iboishe ne uneguk. That's why people are complaining. There is nothing that will come for free. Aya igangit yobe tutap siyasa sige gonin elbo agenye le ganya go itumbe tutagene ba siyasa. Ibanan ko yebanan kobet tos piguk kobet kaitangwang kobet korengwang because then it means you have to sell cows to survive and you will sell agobek yal dembare yal agobek. So you have to decide to do something. Ko a check pick up calling you getting that problem amu melingi ginage missing because we are coming from a culture of pastoralism. Ikwerie tuga kebegende akwe welin agete benget kel aguga gisu tu chego sote so magia agete benget kel age amlogoi anagebe kebeloge age tuga guna. So that takes long. Lakini kimecheke wall that one because social transformation co-involves the change of mindset. So that is one that they understand that they have the capacity to move from politics of noise to politics of ownership. And then they also understand that development then never mana we have to tell the youth that they have to change the way they see the world. They have to move from job seeking to value creation. I guess, they have to think of how to create value. Kuma muswag na tenagamwa and using their purpose. Mita chita ne tai gutien kumating. And they will make money. Mita chita ne tai nitai ko kwamda ko sikubik chechang. Komi chito nitai kwambar kongen ko batis, ingen ko kol ketik, ingen ko min keswek. It's just their gift. They have to create value because rabishek ko wendi wele mi value. Melen wendi chito neka watch missing. Ako ndi watch in social media agi chubik pokol ana ichubishe ichub president ichub ngoi ichub MP ichub governor. Ama megi nega you have not created value yourself. Ko you will remain poor. Mami question you will remain poor. So ngem watching youth kelenjini, let's start thinking not just about job seeking.
Yes.
Meeting at subu agile siran ngogasi. Tebi lei toya ine. We call nyanye, we call ngwek. Agi we alden sokoni. Yaigi yene unego siko berur cheoba. Then the politics, chikage ngalanen ko politics che bo kandoik chuechu. Ikase mara mingi ko leo kimache guns.
Yeah.
Kule kimache big chipo ko bare big kimache liain. That is outdated politics. Politics kukago mwa William Kowik chikei amut karibu kwa jilso. Kule kimache big che siasa chipo ideas. Chipo vision. Chipo manifesto. Chipo sera. Inyo mwa chibiki yemichie. But to organize people to fight others and go chupa like in social media is total waste of time.
Yeah.
Ati michi nyer chichi sabenyi suko sab nengunge kumasikini ngeti nyende ya iboljini bigala ngwene imu chigese na lazima ichutwe.
Yeah.
So youth politics must not exploit youth. It must protect them, and politics must be able to give them something to hold on.
Yeah.
Kama hii programs ya sasa ya Nyota, these are brilliant ideas. The youth that will use it positively will turn their life around, because this is the beginning of wealth creation. Mami sawarage nigetorete mbik because akondi tinye mbare agitinye a skill. Gitinye a skill nebo na beta ngoroi imache cherani. So that money can buy the cherani because it's just 7,800. Itaw ina ngoroi. Aya imuchi kwalun machine negitilen tiles, iwinde tiles korik. Imuchi kwalun nyundoit, iwi takes aksoit. So if you have a skill, it will help you. And if you have no skill ingengityo mungarenye ingeni trobishege, ko it's possible imuchi we wele kyalen ngokaik silim pokol mut we aldaen wele kyalda en elibu ya pokol mut. You make the money because markets run on a principle nekikuren advantage. So you think of advantage you can take in the market. Your skill is an advantage. Time is an advantage. Currency is an advantage. And advantage, currency is not just currency. It's also discipline is currency. Ability to think, to imagine is currency. Ideas are currency. So suppose kona gutyo melenje kondo with your currency. This gives you the ability to create what? Value. And money goes to where value is created.
That's awesome.
So matter, micha mwagenge gitu.
Okay,
the youth inclusion. So the youth must be able to understand that they are not just coming to political parties or coming to leadership to steal, to con, to lie, to cheat, but to be able to be involved in making decisions. And they can only do that. So first of all, it starts from inside. It starts from inside. And then the most important, technology. You see, nowadays, agere youth chechangemi TikTok, chemi Facebook, chemi Instagram. Lagini kumwa Instagram ak Facebook la maliain mamigasi. But on the other side, nebo social media, nagiguren LinkedIn, komita millions of jobs every day being advertised in LinkedIn. Lagini mami LinkedIn, mitane TikTok. But you see now there is a difference between technology for future and technology for fashion. Araya ila chinyege yagiwe TikTok ibaibaitu iborchipiga la gele isoso ako maitinye gasi andage wendi LinkedIn aginda your CV properly ikaingotoretinji, or you just do it, or itebe na ChatGPT, or you ask Google, or you ask Gemini or Sonora ileje how can I build my CV, itach CV aginda no aginda LinkedIn kuchanga si shek. And by the way, LinkedIn, I was looking at it, I think 3 days ago. Kumi gasi shek cheba Google. I think it was also data entries. Chegeli barichita almost 200,000 a month. Agolioin, you have no degree. They don't need you to have a degree. Wow. They were not asking for a degree or even a diploma. Kitebe gitugele, do you know how to do data entry? Which is very simple. Chitugele nege goya Excel gonge goya data entry. It is that simple. It is just the ability to create value. So amache kenet kijana to not just use technology for fashion. You can say, and lelesta. Amache ko boishe technology ko liain ko creating their future.
Wow.
Think about how they can create that future. Ako changa sisha kuchi. Let them go to the right platforms. To the right platform. And guys, of course, I got social media. Content creation is very important, and it can really harm you if you have so many following. Like you may think that following, that following. Nobody. It's not all people. I show in again what 40 million people following him, but we are not going to be followed like that. Another platform. That's
awesome.
And that's very important. So, and the second last, discipline. What we lack is discipline. I can wake up at 6, then I can go to my family or my friends or something like that. So if we can develop that culture of discipline, creating value, it is automatic. Yani it is not mauchawi. It's not uchawi. It's just knowledge. It's just value. And community. The youth nowadays cook about community. How our mother survive? Kogi created chamas, merry-go-rounds. The youth should go back to cooperatives. It is not an old idea. It is as new as it was when it started. So amateur youth they can create social media cooperatives as well. So big Chemi Music co-creating their cooperatives. I go to Robishek promptly every week Friday. Ko changan 50-50, even every day 50. By the end of the month, 50. Ngot ko big go 50 is already 50,000. Ngot ko big. How many people like fashion, for example, in Emone? Machang Jimita TikTok? Who likes fashion? They want to go to the river, take a photo. They want to go to the road, take a photo. They want to go on a road trip. They can create that into a cooperative so that it's value they are creating, not just technology for fashion. So we are saving among ourselves 50. If there are 3 million and 50, that's already 150 million at the end of the month. And they can do whatever they want. They can build apartments. They can build a petrol station. They can do anything they want. But the problem is, go KASS cooperative, it's a very old idea. But cooperative is what runs Europe. It's what runs Germany. Germany is built on cooperative. Switzerland is built on cooperatives. The supermarket, the biggest in Europe, is a cooperative supermarket. Then the last one, that they should think hard about purpose. More about purpose than promises. So I got promise, never wazazi, and I got promise, never friends, and I got promise, never give siasa. Because they have to go back inside themselves and find purpose. If they find purpose, then they will know how that purpose will fit with the promise. Otherwise, it's useless, the promise.
That's true.
So I'm going to be saying about the Youth and Politics Act development.
So because kakwa time, Ingalaljibiga Baringo, 2 minutes. That's your camera, Ingalaljibiga Baringo, as we wind up.
Piga Baringo ne county agenge ne gararan ne boymoni ne gigone Jehova ne tije tulondoga gotinye inoshega gotinye Lex gotinye pik chengamen pik chegororon pik chetinye pandaptai ne gararan amacha moy wagolenja kimite kibagenge kipwani ke ngalani tugulu asige sichin ke ngalanen kirwoge ne pandaptai ne baborujo shek choge ne bagorik chok ak ne babik chok asamagityo kenai gele kandoinatet kuba maana ako yeginyoru kandoinatet ne gararan kemuchi ketestai age mangunen big pananda age mut konyoru tugukwak asimatepche biik ku bagasinik anan kotebi ku che ote biik alak asige ot Jehova amagiot kimugulmet asame keguyengei ak asame kengalan ak amacha moy wagala chamok ak anyoni kengalan zaidi sikengalan ngalega bandatai matuna ngalane manifesto nenyune embetushek chebuani au kia moy wagale atelelengeli gangwan go uteta ngalane ngalega ben social agenda ngalega economic transformation ngalega governance law and order ak ngalega environment quarite nyoe atinye pointi shege na gatul garibu tamanago jumatungomi manifesto aga mache uchabogishe amugebe ngalani piga baror piga samor piga torais piga chamus piga bogot ak piga lembus tugul achamok aga nyoni gestani kwa ngalan asame oegu choronok chu asige sichinge banga pandaptai kotugul kongoi ngoberu rak Jehova.
Wow, kongoi missing agine ako pa kasarta na kay gone jinyo student betu sabrane ako tagita jin gorata inete agine ingalalji barnoti ingalalji kandoik eng tuguk chotok tinyegei ak bandaptai.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so chitab kalenjin eng student betutab rani kokakimite ak tot inendet ko Sialo Kiplagat Kimiring, business leader ako community champion eng olin ba Baringo County ako kora kosom eng ngecheret notok pa governor. How get Baringo County kole you have a very potential, otindoi potential, so kazi kwenu oger ole komuch olewen kandoindet notok wendi koibu bandaptai ako tindoi vision nemie eng biikab bororiet. Ko kongoi mising chitab kalenjin kasarta nekakonech iker tetutietab KASS mashinani yeibata eng nguni kebendi kenyoru President William Ruto nekarlumdoi tetutietab nyota eng county eng komosta notok pa Malindi eng county nebo Kilifi. Kigurena Jacqueline Arusei komaloge kitusi eng logoiwekab emet.